We're having a drink in a church at lunchtime. It's a beautiful thing. And I think beer is the source of all human fucking wisdom. Right? I'm sticking my neck out here. Right? Yeah, beer is. You'd agree with this, wouldn't you, Bill? Yeah? Because I mean, the Bible. Let's be honest now. The Bible was written by people who were pissed. Let's just be honest right now and say that straight out. The Bible was written by drunk people. Now, the Bible, of course, is an old book written a long time ago by some blokes. Therefore, it is true. That's what people say. Now, of course, the Haynes Manual for My Daimler Sovereign is an old book written a long time ago by some blokes, and the tyre pressures in that book are wrong, and that undermines the Bible for me. Now, the point is, I mean, look at the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments. Look at the Ten Commandments. What are the Ten Commandments? They're not the 10 things you don't want to do. They're the 10 things you want to fucking do on a Friday, aren't they? Tell people to fuck off. Tell your mum to get stuffed. Fuck someone else's wife. Steal, murder, and do something to an ass that no one can quite pin down. That's the point. Yeah, Bill, you've done all those things on a Friday. That's a proper Friday night out, isn't it? Of biblical proportions, yeah? You and 10 mates out on the piss, yeah? Sam, imagine having 10 mates. Imagine 5 mates. Let's go for 4, 2. You're out with your imaginary friends, and it's a brilliant fucking night. Drinking Ribena, getting wrecked. Now, the point is... Oh, here he comes. Look at this. It's one of those for me. Oh, bless you, eh? Thank you very much. Yeah, across he comes. Yeah? You got one for the boy as well. Do you want one for the boy? You got one for the boy. Round of applause for the. Better finish this one then, haven't I? Now, the point is, the Ten Commandments. So obviously, what happened is Moses went out with his mates, didn't he? One Friday, Moses goes out with his mates. He says, "Right, boys, yeah, I've got a plan. We're going to do these 10 things tonight. And it's going to be fucking brilliant, right?" And meanwhile, he pops to the toilet. At one point, he pops to the toilet, and they all go, "Moses, the lawgiver," and stuff like that. He's a top bloke. Yeah, he goes up to every single girl and goes, "Do you want a burning bush?" He's a bit forward. He was a bit forward. Now, it doesn't work, that one, by the way. He goes to... Never works. He goes to the toilet, and while he's in the toilet, his mates, as a practical joke, do something that changes human history forever. Because what Moses had done, he got out a couple of beer mats, and he'd written down the 10 things he wanted to do that night. Yeah, and while he was in the bog, yeah, they quickly, as a practical joke, write the word "not" into each and every one of them. Now, beer mats back then were made of stone. Yeah, as a result, they were indelible. The knots went in, and they went into human history, and we have the 10 Commandments, the 10 things we can't do. Now, that's not a practical joke in my view. A practical joke, I don't know if you agree with me on this, a practical joke, in my view, should be something that is both practical and funny. Yeah? That's a practical joke. Selling the Eiffel Tower to someone is not a practical joke. It's neither practical nor funny. Selling it for scrap, that's a different fucking matter. But the point is, yeah, they could have built a battleship out of that thing. What a tragic waste of metal. Now, the point is this. A proper practical joke, in my humble opinion, would be to do something like change the wheel of your car if you get a puncture, but do it dressed as a clown. That would be both practical and funny, wouldn't it? You get a flat, you pull over, oh, I better put the fucking clown suit on. You get the clown suit on, yeah, you put the wig on, yeah, the nose, like that, the big thing, big feet, out you go. Squirt, squirt. And that is a practical joke, isn't it? Yeah? Look at the extent to which we're all laughing about that idea. It's a practical fucking joke. Now, but whoever wrote the Gospels was definitely drunk. You can't argue with that proposition. Look at the Gospels. What is it? The Gospels is 4 different versions of the same events. Now, that is 4 blokes on the piss. Saturday morning, they sit down, they try and figure out what went on the night before. And they've got aching gaps in their knowledge due to the alcohol, haven't they? You've got Matthew, Mark, Luke and John Goss, the 4 Goss brothers. 2 of whom went on to pop fame with Bros. And they sit down. They're going, "Yeah, Luke, do you remember how Jesus got across the canal?" "No, I can't remember. I was in the bogs being sick at the time. I have no idea. He must have walked." "Yeah, that'll be it." "And how many people had lunch that day?" "Oh, it was about 5,000 he bought fish and chips for. Definitely 5,000. Yeah, and that's how it happened. Now, Jesus was obviously British. He was a great bloke. He was born in a pub. He was born in a pub called the King's Head in Bethnal Green. Everyone knows that. He was born in a lounge bar, as it happens, not the snug bar, not the saloon, not the public bar, not the private bar. Of course not. It was packed, wasn't it? It was Christmas Eve, for fuck's sake. It's the busiest night of the year, isn't it? Stupid. And the 3 kings, as everyone knows, were the 3 blokes from the King's Head. That's who they really were. Because they had a whip round. They did, Lily. They had a whip round. They had a whip round, they bought the little baby Jesus Christ, gold, frankincense and myrrh. Now, gold, of course, was a signet ring for his finger, for his pinky. Nice touch. They had it engraved, decorated. It was tactless in the long run. They had JC put on it with a little cross, which turned out to be tactless in the long run. So, yeah, frankincense, which is an early light ale, but a bit hoppy, in my view. And myrrh, which is a pewter tankard with the words, "To Jesus Henry Christ, from everyone at the King's Head, stay lucky." Right? And he stayed lucky, didn't he? Coming back from the dead, that's fucking lucky, isn't it? And Jesus, of course, what he did, he put a tenner on himself coming back from the dead, 1,000,000 to 1 on Thursday. Monday morning, picks up his winnings, 10 million quid, and on that money, the church was founded. Job done. There we are.